top 10 animes where the main character is stronger than a god. Number 10, CAMPIONE. CAMPIONE is a romantic kind of ecchi anime where even though there's plenty of ecchi scenes, they don't seem jarring at all. The plot follows a 16-year-old individual named Kusanagi Godo. He somehow ends up defeating the god of war and in turn gets the title of CAMPIONE. This anime is somewhat vague parody of Greek mythologies where the main character defeats the gods whenever they try to unreasonably mess with stuff, and because of his newfound title, Godo also attracts a harem of female followers, which also leads to plenty of immoral affairs. However, despite the seemingly cliche harem plot, this story works really well. Definitely recommend it if you want a good harem show. Number 9, Noblesse. A certain mysterious man named Rizel wakes up from his 800-year-long slumber. He is a noblesse, whose job is to act as an executioner of the race of nobles, which the humans have often perceived as gods for a long time. He wakes up and starts attending a high school which was established by his loyal servant named Frankenstein. He is the director of this school. However, even though Rizel is trying to enjoy a peaceful life for the time being, there is a major worldwide organization that lurks in the shadows and seeks to disrupt his peace. Guys, I know the Noblesse anime was a major turn-off, but if you enjoy reading webtoons, I highly recommend reading Noblesse. Number 8, Luck and Logic. The story of this anime takes place in the year of 922 of an alternate reality. There is a concept called logic which controls emotions, abilities, memories, and all other abstract properties that become the foundation of life. Now in this story, a century-long grueling war ends, but the people are still faced with another crisis. The Majins, who were defeated, now try to infiltrate and invade the human world. The government has no choice but to employ individuals called logisticals, whose job is to protect the ordinary people from all alien races. These individuals also have to partner with goddesses from another world. The protagonist named Tsurugi is someone who lacks logic, but before long, when he meets the goddess Athena, he gets his shot at becoming one of them. Number 7, Cross Ange, Rondo of Angel and Dragon. The protagonist, named Angelis, is an extraordinarily beautiful first princess of a noble empire. This empire uses a mind-blowing technology called mana in order to bring peace and prosperity to the kingdom. But not everyone is granted with the ability to utilize mana. Those who don't get this ability are called Norma. These people have to suffer extreme discrimination and persecution by the society. The young princess Angelis also wants to execute the Norma, but on her 16th birthday, she discovers a rather shocking fact about herself. She, of all people, is unable to use mana. Suddenly, the kingdom falls into chaos and the lovely princess is exiled from the empire. But in her new but harsh lifestyle, she discovers a dark and sinister truth about the reality of their world.
第一工場に向かって銃を向けるか。黒ウサギは問題児様を捕まえに参りますので。箱庭の貴族と謳われるこのウサギをバカにしたこと。
Number 6. Problem children are coming from another world, aren't they? There are 3 teenagers who possess psychic powers strong enough to wreak havoc in the entire world, but they are bored to death from their continually usual lives. Until one day, they receive an odd letter in an envelope which turns out to be an invitation for them to come and live their lives in another world. Of course, since they had nothing to lose and all the amusement to gain, in order to relinquish their boredom, they are dropped into this new world. The three of them are greeted by a girl named Kurosagi, who then explains that they are now given a chance to participate in a game. However, Kurosagi's community had lost its name and status because of their defeat by the hands of a demon lord. Since they have to join a community to participate in the game, the gang embarks on a quest to explore this world and reclaim what was stolen by the demon lord. Now before we continue, tell me about your top 10 animes in the comments section, and maybe I'll make a video about them. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Well then, let's get back to the list. Number 5, ROKKA, Braves of the Six Flowers. The story takes place in a world where there is an old legend that states how when the demon revives, a group of 6 heroes would come forth and stop him. These heroes are called the Braves of the Six Flowers, and they are chosen by the goddess of fate, who also grants them insane powers. There is a man named Adlet Mayer, who proclaims himself to be the strongest man in the world. He seeks to become one of the 6 heroes, but fails. However, Adlet does become a hero. Now, here comes a sneaky twist to the legend. There are actually 7 heroes, though the 7th one is just pretending to be one of them. So before the gang can take care of the demon, they'll have to find out the imposter. But how will they find out? Number 4. Cautious hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. There is a saying that you can never be too cautious. However, no one follows this phrase as spiritually as our protagonist Seiya. If there is something he has to do, he'll prepare himself until he is 100% sure of the chances of accomplishing that something. Preparing for the worst case scenarios is but the norm for him. Until he is 100% sure of his victory, he will prepare some more. He is summoned by a goddess named Ristarte, who needs a hero to save a world which is currently on the brink of destruction. But before he gets to it, let him do a few more thousands of push-ups. I'd say, despite the serious nature of the protagonist, this anime isn't very serious. In fact, it's self-aware and highly entertaining. Number 3. The Misfits of the Demon King Academy. The protagonist named Anos Voldegod is the definition of overpowered. Everything that the plot wants from him, he can do. He is quite literally unkillable, or rather, even if you somehow kill him, will he really die? The reason behind his absolute strength is that Anos used to be the Demon King 2,000 years ago. However, in a feud between the humans and the demons, he decided to finally let this war and suffering die by sacrificing himself so that there is no longer any more bloodshed. Be that as it may, everyone knew he will be reincarnated again, and so a Demon King Academy was formed to prepare vessels for his arrival. Little does anybody know, he is not only already enrolled in the academy, but also labeled as an outcast. Number 2. Noragami. Here we have a reliable delivery god named Yato who is always at your service, and he'll fulfill your request for as lowly as 5 yen. He is a broke homeless god who doesn't even have a shrine. However, while there are gods who bring peace, Yato is someone who is supposed to bring the opposite. He is the god of calamity who brings wars and suffering. But that's all in the past. Nowadays, he has changed and all he wants is a shrine and following of about 1 million people. And he finally takes one step forward when a girl named Hiyori accidentally gets acquainted with him. Number 1. Overlord. The main character is a hardcore gamer who had been playing games for a few years. Now, in the last moments of this game, right before the server shuts down, he was trying to reminisce about all the memories he had made. But suddenly, he gets stuck in this world. He is still in his avatar, and he soon realizes that the NPCs have also come to life. Though because of his skeleton-like avatar, his body cannot feel sensations, and he doesn't happen to have much empathy either. So in order to do something productive, he decides to command his loyal servants to help him take over the world as the Overlord, and maybe in the process, he'll find someone who was also stuck in this game. Alright, these were the top 10 animes where the MCs is stronger than a god. What do you think of these animes? Have you watched them, or are you planning on watching them? Share your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, press that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, and leave a comment saying I subscribe and I'll personally reply to your comment. Also, I refrain from mentioning the overly obvious picks like Goku from Dragon Ball and Saitama from One Punch Man because let's be honest, they go without saying. Well then, I'll see you guys on my next video.